Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and I've got a major report specifically asking the question and revealing answers through documented evidence of who the Russian spies really are. And I'll say this, it's not Donald Trump and it's not Truth YouTube channels, it's not Ron Paul. Well, it's the very left themselves. Check out this first report from InfoWars.com stated Russian bank documents show how Putin laundered money to Hillary and Podesta. Now, the report was written by Jerome Corsi, and it details how Clinton exchanged technology transfers to Russia in exchange for donations to her Clinton Foundation. But he uses a 4-page document obtained from the Russian central bank known as the RSC registry to prove it. It traces the ownership of Metcom Bank, a small Russian bank, to Viktor Vekselberg, a Russian billionaire with ties to Putin, and makes it clear Vekselberg has been paying Clinton Foundation and John Podesta through a money laundering scheme involving Metcom Bank, with payments tracing back to Renova Group, who operates Renova Assessments Ltd. Now, the document provides evidence specifically of a path from the Russian government used when Clinton was secretary to make payments to both her foundation and John Podesta. So who are the real agents here? Well, as you can see on the screen here, these are some of the documents. It's a 4-page document that was provided. You can see it's from the Russian bank, and it goes all the way through Renova Group, all direct links and ties through money laundering to the Clintons. But case in point, who is the real Russian spy here and Russian agent? Well, I think we've made it clear. Here's documented evidence, something they have yet to provide on Donald Trump or any YouTube truther channel, but here is documented evidence proving the Hillary Clinton is directly involved. Now, here is another report from Wikileaks, and this one, this is huge. But they're not the only crooks. Check out this letter obtained by WikiLeaks that shows John McCain requested money from, well, Russia, and coincidentally from Vital Churkin, the very Russian ambassador to the United Nations who died this week. Interesting, but the report from WikiLeaks comes from 2008, and again it reveals how John McCain asked for money from the Russian UN ambassador who is now dead. Coincidence? I don't think so. But the letter is actually, the letter you see on the screen is from the permanent mission of the Russian Federation to the United Nations. It states that Russia had received a letter from Senator John McCain requesting financial contributions to his presidential campaign. And they go on to state that in this connection, they would like to reiterate that Russian officials, including the mission and the Russian Federation to the UN and the Russian government, do not finance political activities in foreign countries, end quote. So if anything, this states that Russia doesn't have anything to do with our election or donating to anyone's campaign. But I find it strikingly odd that one of the loudest voices saying that Donald Trump is in with Russia and we need to do something about this is John McCain, the very man who asked for money from Russia back in 2008, and the very man that is linked to Vital Churkin. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. It is a Russian name, but the very man linked to him who is now dead. Coincidence? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. But I think it gets even better than this. Also, earlier this week on WikiLeaks, on their Twitter page, they brought up an email that was linked to the Clintons, Hillary Clinton specifically, and John Podesta. But in an email from Kurt Campbell, a U.S. diplomat, to John Podesta and others of the Clinton Bruchade, it reveals that the Clintons are in league with not only Russia, but China. The report, email, goes on to state, guys, China Ambassador Kai invited me over to the residence Tuesday for a coffee and to, quote, make a request. He wants to have an informal, private, off-the-record get-together with a few of us to discuss the next year and the current state of the U.S.-China affairs. He asked me to host a social meal at my house in the next month. He was fairly insistent and indicated that he wanted to pass along some perspectives. I told him I would reach out to you to see what your judgment was on it and if there was possible availability. I'd be happy to make some chili and cornbread by the fire, but let's first decide whether this makes sense. Please let me know what you are thinking. And this was discovered in the Podesta emails on Wikileaks. Those are a never-ending pile of information there. But who is the real traitor? I think we know. Those on the very far left who scream that we are Russian agents, anybody who's in opposition to what they want. All the while, who's really in the pocket of the Russia and Chinese? Hillary Clinton, John Podesta, and John McCain, for starters. But I know there's a lot more. Anyhow, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the little bell there if you want to get notifications on my channel. Also, please forward this, put it on all your social media outlets. We are being censored. My channel is one of many that are being censored. Anyone sharing actual documented proof, Google is putting down to the bottom of the barrel. And we just need more people out there sharing it, getting information out, because they're pushing us to the back of the line. And we need to get truth out and start waking up some of the people on the left. Anyhow, wanted to bring you the latest on that. And please don't forget to hit that like button. This is Lisa Haven signing out.